All right, it's time for your Alt Weekly Review Preview. $1 million in the top 3 cards last night on Alt. If that doesn't scream bull market, I don't know what does. Basketball card collectors are going to be absolutely fascinated. $1 million, and 2 of the cards weren't even graded. That's how big these 3 sports cards were. We'll talk about those 3 cards at length. Remember, we're going to review what happened last night on Thursday, October 16th. We're going to look at the Michael Jordan cards. Is he still on a bull run? Are Michael Jordan cards sustaining? And then we're going to look at the cards that are available next week. And as usual, Alt does not disappoint. Every single Thursday, these auctions end. Please set a reminder in your phone. Don't forget to go check out the Alt auctions because you never know when there's going to be a card that you need for your PC ending on Thursday night on these Alt auctions. Enjoy the video, guys. I hope this gets your weekend off to a great start. You are going to get 2 videos today on this Cajun Cardboard channel. So if you're new to the channel, if you've never watched the channel or you just didn't know that, please hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button on this video, and very importantly, hit the little bell icon so you get notifications of when new videos drop because you don't want to miss the video that's coming out this evening. Remember, on this channel, 7, 8, 9, 10, sometimes videos in a 7-day week. I know that sounds crazy, but it's true. If you're looking for a place that puts out buku basketball card content, you have found a home. Enjoy the video. All right, guys, let's not waste any time. Bryan with Cajun Cardboard coming at you from the great state of Louisiana. The one thing I will remind you is if you're going to bid on Alt, do me a favor. Go into the YouTube description of this video. It's in every single video. Go into the Alt section of this YouTube description. I've got an affiliate link in there. If you would use that affiliate link, go into your browser, save it as your favorites, and use that if you're going to bid on any cards on Alt. I'd truly appreciate it. I know it's a big ask, but if you support the channel, it's one way you can kind of help me prove to Alt that these videos matter, that my channel matters, that the Cajun brand matters, and that my mouth is just as big as I keep telling them that it is, so they can pay me the small bucks. Take that link, save it in your browsers as a favorite, and use that. I think it only lasts 27 days, so I'm trying to get Alt to understand that I do have a little bit of reach in the hobby, and there's something to this Cajun Cardboard brand and the growth that we're seeing on the Cajun Cardboard channel. All right, bills paid. Let's get cranking here. I've got screen share pulled up as always. We're going to start with none other than the the Western Conference Finals MVP, the NBA Finals MVP, the league's leading scorer. Some people would say the top fantasy basketball player in the league. Some people would say the MVP favorite for this coming season. He's all of the above. And by the way, he is still a freaking Canadian baby. He's not in his prime yet. He's still approaching his prime, and that is scary. It is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. It's his 2018 National Treasures rookie patch autograph, first off the line. It is a BGS 8510, and it is serial numbered to only 20. It sold last night for $28,802. That is a little bit up from the last sale, but not crazy. This is a card that is coming back a little bit. We've seen the card sell for 41, and that was with a 9 autograph, and then it sold for 36. It came down to 27. A little bit of a pick-me-up last night with a 28,802. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander cards not keeping pace with the basketball card market in general, which is crazy. Natalia says that we're up 10% on basketball cards generally. Card number 2 is the Night Steph Curry. It does 29,400. We know kabooms are hot. We know downtowns are hot. These are the types of cards that you see often on Alt. It's sort of become the place to sell ultra modern case hits, and this is a Pop 62 Night Kaboom from 2022. This card is kicking, what is the word? Arse, I think is what they say over in Europe. 9, 3, 10, 25,000. The card jumped in that little 3-month period. And then last night, it jumps to 29,400. I'll ring the bell. That's an all-time record for the Steph Curry Crown Royale Kaboom from 2022. And then we're going to look at a Michael Jordan card way up here near the top, $30,000. This is his 1996 finest refractor. People call it the gold refractor just because it's gold. It's not a gold refractor. It's just the refractor that happens to be gold. Number 291 in the set. And this card does $30,024 last night. That's a little bit down. Is it a little bit greener than the last sale? The sale before that? I don't know. Let's check it out. And let's not overreact here. You're still looking at one of the 3 highest sales for this card in history. This is a card that in 2022, that's 3 years ago. That is after the COVID boom. It was a $17,000 card. Now it's here selling for consistently in the 30,000s. Again, is this one a perfect color? I don't know. You guys have to look in there. You know, my eyes always deceive me. I think this one's got a little bit of green going on. It does have the PSA 10 grade on it. It is a little bit off center left to right. I definitely think that had something to do with a little bit of a reset here from 30 to 36 back to 30. So we'll see where the next one ends. The problem is we may not see a next one for quite some time. We've seen 4 of them. Let's see, maybe more than that. Yeah, 4 of them come out of the woodwork. Out of the 22, we've seen 20% of the cards in the world in the PSA 10 slab come out of the woodworks just in the second half here of 2025. I'm not sure we'll see another one. Maybe we will. Let's stay tuned. We got a Derrick Rose card that's got to be seen to believe. This is a $31,500 sale. I know that's going to be an all-time high. We'll click it. It's the only time it's ever sold. This Derrick Rose card really just checks a lot of boxes. What could have been, he's on everybody's list of what could have been, along with some of the greatest to ever do it, the Penny Hardaways, the Grant Hills, the Lynn Bias, the Greg Odens. I mean, you can go down the list of guys that just like you just wish upon wish upon wish that we could have seen what they could have become. He is obviously, to this day, still his claim to fame is he's the youngest NBA MVP of all time. I'm not sure he deserved it, but again, he was definitely in the conversation the year that he won it, and he was the trendy pick. Michael Jordan, Upper Deck Legends, autograph serial number /50, does $33,720. And then another Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and if I'm not mistaken, this is the same damn card. So a PSA 9 sells for $34,500, a BGS 8.5 sells for $28,802. So we got that going for us. What about this? This is, it's one of those case hit inserts. It's from 2020 Panini, whatever that is. On the Horizon Gold. It is serial number /10. It is a PSA 9 Pop 1. There is only one PSA 10 out there. You tell me, is this an all-time record? The last sale was $3,600. Some lunatic last night chose to pay 10 plus X for the card, $37,200. And don't look now, but I look like Cajun Stradamus. About 3 months ago, 4 months ago, 5 months ago, I said, listen to me, people. Listen closely. And again, I have no dog in this hunt. I do not own any LeBron James cards. I don't own any LeBron James cards. I can't stress that enough. I said, Kobe is going nuts. Steph Curry is going nutsier. Jordan is going nuts. All of the 90s stuff that I collect is going absolutely crazy. Quarterbacks are going crazy. Ohtani's going crazy. Crypto's going crazy. Ultramodern prospecting is going crazy. Downtowns are going crazy. Kabooms are going crazy. Why isn't LeBron going crazy? And he wasn't. And now look at his chart. 18.35%. No wonder this 41-year-old beast is smiling in this picture. This card is up 1,000%. So, again, from 3,600, this wasn't 2019, people. This Pop 1 card sold twice, by the way, Bell, of course. I could ring it 50 times. 3,600 to 37,200. That might be the biggest jump that you'll see on any card we talk about on this video. Steph Curry laundry tag. 41,400 from 2024 Panini Flawless Vertical Patch Autograph Blue. Blue is good when you're a Steph Curry collector because that's a color match. How about the Mojo Wembanyama? Remember when Mojo was a really, really big parallel? Now you can get the plum blossom, the cherry blossom, the, prairie dog fur, hamster sweater parallel. You can get all kinds of crazy shit. But back in the day, it was like, you had your black, which nobody ever saw because there wasn't as much content or social media coverage, and not everybody was posting their cards. Now, if a black 101 Wembanyama's pulled, the whole world knows about it instantly, and a breaker's pulling it, right? But back in the day, 17, 18, you had your black, you had your gold. After that, you went to the Mojo, serial number to 25. Now you got, whatever color choice and all these other parallels. But Mojo's still a really big deal, especially for the San Antonio Spurs. Why? Because if you squint hard enough, it looks like a color match. It looks really, really like a color match, and it is really mesmerizing. This is a Pop 13 in PSA 10. It's funny, it's serial number to 25, and it's been graded way over 25 times because somebody is chasing the grading dollar. This is an all-time record for this card, $48,000. So if you think the Wembanyama train has left before, wow, this card came all the way back to 18, 17, 18, and then bang, last night, $48,000, new all-time record for that Victor Wembanyama card. How about the Steph Curry Chrome Refractor rookie card, serial number to 500? It does 5,100 last night. Subgrades are always going to matter on these sort of flagship rookie cards. This is a Pop 101 in BGS 9.5. It is a mixed gem. If you had to pick a subgrade to have the 10 on a mixed gem, you would pick centering on this card for sure. You would definitely pick centering on this card. I don't think there's any coloring issues ever on this year's refractors, so good stuff here. This is the mixed gem. It does 51,000 last night. Significantly down, people. Significantly down from recent sales. 78, 66, 66, 51. Small sample size, but let's keep an eye on that on the Steph Curry market, because Steph Curry cards for a while there were even outpacing Kobe and Jordan stuff. Let's see. Steph Curry still up. Oh my God. 23.61%. We thought, LeBron was happy in his 18% picture. Steph Curry up 23%. Yikes. LeBron James Optic Gold downtown. We saw the Optic Gold vinyl do $412,000 on this very auction platform, Alt, not too long ago, maybe a couple weeks ago. Now we got the next best thing, right? You drop from the gold vinyl 1 of 1. You got to drop down to the Optic Downtown Gold. It does $55,876. How about the, well, let's just check it out because that's a BGS 9.5 Pop 1. So it's never sold. So that's an all-time record. We're good there, right? How about next to it, we got, back speaking of the gold vinyl from 2024 Don Russ Optic, we've got it right here. And this time it's Anthony Edwards. We've seen the LeBron sell. We've seen the Jokic sell. We're going to see this Anthony Edwards sell for $58,871. And then we're also going to see another one upcoming, and I will not spoil that. You're just going to have to wait. Dual patch autograph Kobe Bryant from 2016 Flawless. This is the gold parallel serial number to 10. It does $60,372. That's an all-time record. A year ago, the card was worth about 1/4 of that. The sports card market is in a bull market. Have I mentioned that? Let's be really careful and conscientious about what we're spending our money on. Exquisite limited logos, Kobe Bryant from 2007, BGS 9, 10 autograph. This card does $66,000. I want to ring that bell, but I got to check. Let's go back. Okay, I think I can safely say 2017 prices were not what they are today. This card ties the all-time record. The 2007 Exquisite Limited Logos, that's a really, really good-looking card, a great-looking design. Let's click our button and make sure, yeah, that's what we want to see. A 10 for the autograph on the back of that Beckett slab. We're good to go. I don't remember another card where somebody's backwards, and I don't know anybody else that could pull it off except for LeBron James. This is LeBron James, obviously performing his legendary chalk toss. Here he is backwards right here. It's a PSA 7 Pop 1. This card's been graded probably more than 10 times, but serial number to 10, PSA 7 Pop 1, 73,000. That's the all-time record for this card. Not a surprise there. Have you noticed I'm ringing the bell quite a bit? Now, here's one we really got to be careful. These cards have gone crazy. You got Kobe, you got PSA 10, you got Kaboom. That is a 3-piece recipe for all-time records. It's also a 3-piece recipe for somebody getting their ass kicked at some point in the very near future. But let's see. This is early, back when Kabooms were pretty rare. Still way over 100 of these things out there. In PSA 10, it's only a Pop 22, 73,000. all-time record. That's the scary jump that I would warn people about. This is the scary jump, and I get it. I'm supposed to be talking about how great these cards are because that's my job, but damn it, I've told you from the beginning, if I see something that is a flawed logic, an incongruency, or something that gives me pause and reason for concern, I'm always going to say it. I don't care if it's Fanatics, Alt, Golden, eBay, MySlabs, YourCards.com. I don't care where it could be a garage sale. If I see somebody pay what I think is a troublesome amount for a certain sports card, I will always mention it. And I'm not saying it in a good buy. I'm not saying the next one can't sell for 140. I'm simply saying that this is a card since July. We're in October. That's only 3 months ago. This card's gone 25, 30, 34, 73, and it's a pop 22. And if you're at home saying, Cajun, there's only 22 of them, 22 is a lot by most standards. 22 is a lot by most standards. This is either a Kobe collector or it could be a set collector who's thinking, man, I might not see another one for a while, but trust me, you will, because these types of prices are going to bring out a million more. I will bet my ass the next one of these that comes to market does not sell for more than $73,000. I will go on record. There's no way. So that's why I'm a little bit concerned that this card sold, 20 days ago for less than half. This worries me. I would be very, very, very trepidatious. Is that a word? I think that should be a word. It's a word in South Louisiana. Very trepidatious. And here's a card that I thought was going to be on the top row. I was like, there's no way. And I even said it, right? Remember, these are called the review preview. So we're going to look at the cards that are ending next Thursday. Well, last Friday, I looked at this card. I saw this card, and I said to myself, this card is going to win the auction. I said, I know Steph and Clay are good, but this card's going to win the auction. Just with the LeBron, with the Luka Doncic, with the logo man. It's just so much going for it. I almost like that it's not a dual logo man. It's different. It's unique. And again, it's only sold once ever. It's an all-time record. It's a one-of-one card. It only sold for $85,000. You've got Luka on one side. You've got LeBron on the other. Where will the legacy of LeBron and Luka end? This season is going to tell a long story because this might be the end of that very short legacy. It might only be a season and a half that we get to see these two legends together. A 2013 Immaculate Collection logo man, LeBron. This is a serial number 3 logo man, so a little bit of an asterisk on there. Again, it's not like it's a high pop logo man, but serial number 3. This is a BGS 8.5. It does $96,000. That's an all-time high. It's the only one that's ever sold in an 8.5. In BGS, the card has an 8 and it has an 8.5. You're looking at the best in class for BGS. LeBron James, Chrome Gold, Bowman Chrome Gold, Refractor BGS 9.5 are the subs on the back. This looks like an old label. Yes, they are. Okay, so this is you young folks. This is what us old folks used to get back from Beckett. The front of the slab would look like this. Hold on. The front of the slab would look like this, and which is clean, sleek. We don't have paragraphs on there like we do with Contenders Optic. And then the subs would be on the back because the subs weren't that big a deal. It was the overall grade that mattered. Well, gone are those days. The subs freaking matter. And so this might be one, just by reslabbing it and putting the subs on the front, aesthetically, young people, young rich-ass people might be more comfortable paying a bigger number. $110,000, I am going to go out on a limb and say this is definitely not going to be remotely near the all-time record. That's my guess, but we're going to go back together. You ready? I haven't looked at this. We're going to look at it together. You're thinking, well, that's an all-time record. This did what the Kobe did, so this is crazy. But watch this. That Kobe Kaboom's never been to 73,000. I have a feeling if we go back, this LeBron's been there. Let's see. Okay, yeah, I knew I wasn't crazy. This LeBron has been over $300,000. And so that's the difference between the Kobe deal and this LeBron card. So this leap is a big one. Don't get me wrong. It's a big one, but it is also a card that has been 3x what it's at right now. It would be like that Kobe Kaboom having sold for $210,000 back in 2021, and we know that's not the case. And this LeBron card has about the same pop count as that Kobe Kaboom. And there's probably few of them. I know there's fewer of them out there, right? We saw at least 100 of the Kobe Kabooms. There's only 50 of these printed for the LeBron. So BGS 9.5 is a pop 25, which is probably wrong because I think a lot of these 25 probably have not been removed from the pop report and they've come back as PSA 10s and or BGS 10s. Think about it. 25, 36, 39 of the 50 grades, and it's been graded well over 50 times between the companies, obviously, as you can see. I would bet a lot of these 10s and 10s here, these 14, I bet a lot of those were BGS 9.5. So I don't think there's as many 9.5s as people think there are. You tell me what you think in the comments. That's just my assertion. Klay Thompson green Kaboom, if there is such a thing. Apparently there is. 2018, they had green Kabooms. How? I had no idea. Splash Brother, estranged, outcast, pariah Splash Brother by management. This is a Pop 1 card, never sold, all-time record, $110,000. I don't know who in their right mind on planet Earth could ever choose to spend their $110,000 on this green Kaboom over this LeBron James gold, Bowman Chrome gold refractor for the exact same price. I don't know who on earth. Now, I'm not spending $110,000 on either one of these cards. I might spend $110,000 on a card, but it ain't going to be on one of these two. So, again, just two ships passing in the night, as the old people like to say. This is just two people spending $110,000 in just woefully different ways. And if I had to choose, I'm going with the guy that on the right over here. That's just me and where my $110,000, my hypothetical $110,000 of Monopoly money would be going on the LeBron Bowman Chrome Gold. And that is no disparagement of Klay Thompson, the player who is a first ballot Hall of Famer and one of the probably 5 greatest shooters that ever touched a basketball. 2024 Donruss Optic Victor Wembanyama Downtown Gold Vinyl. We talked about the Anthony Edwards. Well, let's double it for Victor Wembanyama, about $112,265. We know it's never sold. We know it's an all-time record. Victor's up 15%. No surprise. If the market's up and we're leading into a season, and season 3 is where people usually take a big jump, they say Victor Wembanyama, sit down for this. They said Victor Wembanyama measured 7'7" coming into this season. The dude grew since last season, since he was initially listed at 7'5" or 7'3" or something like that in the NBA. I think now they've got him officially at 7'5", but there are rumors that he measured 7'7". That's Chuck Nevitt type stuff. That's George Mirasan. Top row, I promised you $1 million, and here I am. I'm going to deliver. This is the serial number to 1, 2023. By the way, 6th year Luka Doncic card selling for $180,000 with the Jumpman symbol down here with all kinds of fur coming off of it. Obviously, it's an all-time record. The Wembanyama was an all-time record as well. Next to that, we've got this is tough. I really liked that Luka and LeBron card right here. I mean, again, I'm not going to spend $100,000 on these types of cards. This is not how I collect, right? Just like I'm not going to spend it on a Willie Mays PSA 9 fill in the blank, right? It's just not what I collect, right? And you don't care about what I collect, but I love the aesthetics of this card. This is the closest thing. And you know what? My money would probably go here. But again, I don't have $250,000 to drop on a LeBron James, Michael Jordan patch autograph. But this is 2007 Upper Deck Exquisite Collection Numbers dual patch. This is the numbers pieces. They should have put the word pieces up here in the description. They missed it. Alt missed it on that one, so that's important. This is serial number to 23. It's a BGS 9 with incredible subgrades. Look at the subgrades closely. You might be able to cross this to a PSA 9, right? Autograph grade on the back, it is a 10, which means both are a 10, the one for all there. This is a Pop 8 in a BGS 9, but I gotta believe these are the best subgrades of any of the BGS 9s, because if it was any better, it would not be a 9, it'd be a 9.5. So I guess with Beckett's algorithm, again, it's not the average. If it was, it'd be a 9.5. But I think with Beckett's algorithm, you're pulling it up, and you're not pulling it up. It's not enough of the 10 centering and the 9.5 to pull it up to a 9.5, but damn it, it's got to be right on the precipice. So big time subgrades on this card is what I'm getting at. Amazing looking card. 2 colors for LeBron, 3 colors for LeBron, 2 colors for Jordan. I love that it's just black and red, no white in there. That's actually kind of cool. This card sold for $267,000, which is $119,000 more than the last sale, which was this year, which was 2.5 times the all-time record that was set back in 2021 of $109,000. So this is a card, again, it's big boys playing big time, sports card hobby, hot potato, 109. And I'm not saying that to say this is not a collector that bought this. It very well may be, but damn it, when you're swimming in these deep waters, you're going to be swimming with some great whites. So who knows what the next one's going to sell for. Let's just put it this way. I'd be much more confident in this card long-term than I would be in a 2013 Panini Innovation Kobe Kaboom Pop 22 card. Let's just put it that way. Again, serial number to 23. Huge, huge, huge sale for that card there. By the way, whatever tech genius invents a way, and this may exist, a way for me to quickly take this card and turn it on your screen so you can look at it horizontally. Whatever tech genius invents that, I want to buy stock in that person. Because that's one thing that us content creators and auction recap dudes that, the talking heads in the hobby, I want to turn this card sideways so I can show it to you, the right way, but we can only look at it vertically. If there was an easy way to right click, rotate, golly, that my kingdom for an ability to do that, because I'd love to bring that to you. Same thing here. The good news is Alt put it horizontal. So they can do it on their end, but I'm at their mercy. But Alt did it with this card, and this is it, man. This is the card. This is a card we saw a lot on Instagram. We saw it talked about on YouTube. I talked about it last week in my preview. I thought it might win the auction. It was really high when I did the preview last week, and it just kept going and going and going, and it just went into orbit. Obviously, it's an all-time record. This is the 2024 Flawless Championship Tags, Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, serial number to 1, the greatest shooting backcourt of all time. $540,000. I got to click in here. Remember, if you really want to dig in and you want to make and I highly suggest, click the image. It gets bigger, right? It gets even bigger. How big is that? It's all over your screen. An unstoppable duo who thrived in clutch situations, Curry and Thompson established a golden era for Golden State. Setting the standard for perimeter play, they splashed from deeper and deeper as they led the Warriors deeper and deeper into the playoffs, winning 4 titles and reaching the finals 6 times from 2015 to 2022. This is the part that matters. The enclosed game-worn used material and autographs are guaranteed by Panini. I don't know what that means, unfortunately. I don't know if that means this came off their jerseys that they wore in the NBA Finals game. I assume if it did, they would have said that. But that is very nondescript. That is very ambiguous, as they say in the legal world. And that is very amorphous, as they say in nerd circles. So I don't know. Let me do this. Let me just click the card so you guys can look at it and appreciate it. That's pretty cool. You got to admit, that is a pretty badass looking card. Is this a card you send to get graded? I do, because I think I need to see this thing in a PSA label. I just need to see it in a PSA label. I hate seeing cards in these flawless, uncirculated, two-piece things. I just hate it. I don't know what it is about it. Comment and let me know. Am I in the minority? I hate seeing cards like this. I don't necessarily need to know what the grade is on a one-on-one card. It's not that. It's not like I'm chasing 10s. It's not going to grade a 10. I'd rather this in a PSA 7, 10 autograph holder. Let's just put it that way. I want to see a 10 for the autograph. I want to see it in a PSA label to keep it safe, or a BGS slab. I don't care. Put it in something. I just worries me in that, I don't know, I feel like it's naked. I just worry about that. And I know that's not going to be well received by a lot of, holistic OG collectors who like to collect stuff raw. I get it. I understand. I am 51 years old, so I'm old school in a lot of ways. I'm new school in a lot of ways. That's why I'm hard to peg, but I just got to have this card protect. I feel like it has to be in some kind of slab. Otherwise, I'm going to be scared holding it. I'm going to be shaking with $500,000 in my hand. So big $1 million up here on the top 3. Steph and Klay. We got LeBron and Jordan, and then we got Luka pulling up the rear with a measly $180,000 sale for a 6th year Luka Doncic card, and some great results there. All right, what about this? We always do this, don't we? We're going to check on the Michael Jordan sales last night. We obviously already saw the gold finest right there. It was in our top. We're going to include the LeBron, the Jordan autograph, the gold finest. We saw those 3 cards. They did great. Dual patch autograph Jordan SPX winning materials from 2005 does $24,000. I love this black all-star autograph Michael Jordan BGS 8510. It does $19,710. We've got a BGS 10 East-West refractor, and this is truly ironic. Let me just go show you something that you're going to find very fascinating. You see this sale from 4 days ago on Fanatics. That's my $18,000 sale right there. So this card sold for $19,500, $18,150, $18,800. That's pretty consistent. That's pretty steady. I know you're thinking BGS 10, that's a pop 2, pop 3. No, it's a pop 28. Why? Because the card grades really well. Look how many gem copies of this card there are. What's 178 plus 114? That's already 292. And then you throw in the 28 BGS 10s, you're over 300. So there's over 300 gem copies of this card. It's not the rarest card out there, but pop 28 in BGS 10. This card does right on the number. I just wanted to brag that I sold mine for the exact same price and give you guys some idea that the market's pretty consistent on that card right now. This is also interesting because I just sold this 4 days ago as well, and there it is again. Mine sold for $15,600. This one on alt last night outperformed, so $16,200. But I think consistently we can say this card is steady. There's only 26 of these as well, so just as rare as the BGS 10 East-West. 16.2, 15.6, 16.2. So there's two cards that make me think if you had to choose, is the market coming down for high-end Michael Jordan? Is it going up for high-end Michael Jordan? Or are we in a plateau where it could meander a little bit up or down a few percentage points? I think it's the third of those options. I think we're at or near a plateau on certain cards, especially those cards like we saw with these two, where it's come to market, even though it's pop 20-something, it's come to market 3-4 times in the last 6-7 months, something like that. And in the BGS 10 East-West case, 3-4 times in the last 1 month. So the more that come to market, the more steady and or prices are going to come down a little bit. 2 more Jordan on patch autographs right here, $15,000, $12,600. I like this Fleer autographics. It still gives me 90s vibes. If you guys know what I'm talking about, those autographics were inserted into random products back in the 90s. They're really cool. I got a stock up over here on my desk that I need to get graded that I found in the collection. What about the Rockstar Refractor PSA 10? I haven't seen one of these sell in a while. This one had its day. This is not going to be the all-time high. This one had its day for sure. $11,974. This is a great example. You're talking about a card, pop 75. Look how many times it's sold in 2025. Why do you think this is? Well, I'll tell you why it is. Watch this. $7,000. This is the card. This is a $7,000 card all day long. Look at this. Look at 2024. 5, 5, 5, 5, 7, 6, 5, 6, 7. $7,000 as of January of this year. Okay, that is 9 months ago. And then it goes 12, 11, 14, 11, 11, 11, 12, 6, 13, 11. Why is a card that is pop 75 that sold 4 or 5 times in 2024, why is it selling 15 times in 2025? Well, guess why? It's up freaking double. When it goes from 7,000 to 14,000, boom, here they come. 11, 11, 11, 12, 13. So 11,974. I think this sale's right on the number. Again, I think it leads right into what I just said, that the Jordan market is not, I don't want to use the word softening. I think the Jordan market is settling and it's kind of plateauing, and that's okay because it's gone up a whole lot in a short amount of time. Trust me, I know. I am buying and selling in the middle of this insane bull market. The Flair Showcase BGS 9.5 does $10,800. Another big staple Michael Jordan card, a hierarchy card. A lot of these cards are hierarchy cards. What's the hierarchy? Go into the YouTube description. Go into my channel. Click the hierarchy playlist, find out what the hierarchy is. It's a fun way to look and learn about Michael Jordan cards. A card that's kind of settling as well. 10, 12, 13, 10. Okay, this is a min gem. That matters, right? We might be comparing apples to red apples to green apples. We don't know. Again, if we go back to 2024, this was a $7,000 card. Now, $10,000 is not a great sale. That's that's 40% growth, guys. So Michael Jordan cards sort of finding its way. Let's keep going. We've got another Jordan autograph. We got a PSA 8, 86 Fleer. We got another Jordan autograph from 2005 Superstar exclusives. We got another autograph from 2005 SP Game Use, and we got autographs. Then we got an on-card 87 Fleer sticker autograph as well. All right, let's look at what's available in next week's auction. And this is always fun. I want you to remember this is a review and a preview. We see what happened. We're going to look at what's about to happen. And this is a card right here. Well, let's just start. We've got a Luka Doncic laundry tag. We got the 2 greatest Mavericks players in history. And I don't think Jamal Mashburn really has a claim to be better than Luka Doncic. Do you? I don't think Rolando Blackman or or Derek Harper have a claim to fame. And I certainly don't think that Eric Dampier has a claim. I think Luka Doncic and Dirk Nowitzki are the two greatest Mavericks of all time. Of course, Luka was on his way to catch. I'm getting off. Okay. 42,000. All right. We're not going to worry about numbers right now. This is a 1-of-1 laundry tag from 2021. This is a Logo Man 1-of-1, a National Treasures blockchain. Brain exploded. Somebody else explain it. I'm not going to talk about it. 2024 Prism Black. This is apparently a new product called Prism Black. The young folks love it. I don't know anything about it. It doesn't look black. It looks white to me. It is the Color Blast Duels, which is, I will give it to Panini. This is a great idea, and I guess this will be the only year we ever get these, so I have a feeling these are going to be extremely highly sought after. As of right now, it's a PSA 10 Pop 4. It's a new product, so who knows how many are really going to be out there. This is a card that doesn't look like it has sold yet, but it's a PSA 10 Pop 4. And it's a great looking card. I think it's really cool. What does it say on the back? It gives you a little thing, but again, got to turn it sideways to read it. But that's a PSA 10 LeBron James, Steph Curry, a dual color blast right there. And I've seen some other stuff. I think there's LeBron and Kyrie Irving. I've seen some other ones. So Victor Wembanyama, King Snake. That was my nickname in my fraternity in college. Just kidding. Just kidding. I would never let another man paddle me. 2023 Prism King Snake, Victor Wembanyama, PSA 10. Is the King Snake, is that a parallel rare? Sort of, maybe. Pop 29. Okay, whatever. What is this thing here? What is Cards Max? Is that in the seller's name? That's pretty cool. Okay. We got Giannis, 2013 NT RPA, the true RPA for Giannis in a BGS 9 right here, 11/281. Steph rookie right there. We've got another patch auto Flawless Luka Doncic, but this is from his rookie year, so it's a rookie Doncic 3-color patch auto from Flawless, serial number 25. Star Swatch signatures Curry right here, another Curry rookie. And this is the thing I wanted to tell people. There's 2 Curry rookies from 2009. He's wearing, from Exquisite 2009, he's wearing his Davidson uniform in both. I'm not sure why they did 2, but there's number 72 there, and you'll see this is a different image. This is number 64 here. They are both serial number to 225. That's the regular. Number 6 out of 225, and number 224 out of 225. That's weird. LeBron Kaboom. We know that's going to do great. How about this Kobe Downtown? I like this. Let's look at it together. Yeah, they're now showing you who the seller is as long as they've got an account with all it looks like. This Kobe Bryant now playing in the background. There's a Jordan now showing card, and this is sort of emblematic and sort of resembles that. But this is the Downtown. Cornerstone's Downtown from 2018. Pop 36 Kobe Bryant card right there. That's a really cool looking card right there. Kobe up 30%. Holy mother of goodness. Careful, people. The blue ice, the rich man's color match for SGA leading into a season where he is, again, the MVP favorite. And then here's the pinkest card I think I've ever seen. Good Lord. I don't think I've ever seen this card. 2024, sorry, it's not pink. It's apparently fuchsia, if that's how you spell it. 2024 Flawless Quad Patches Fuchsia LeBron James with a chopped up logo man. He's got 2 lower leg logo men and then part of a basketball or a Cavs symbol. I don't know what's going on there. There's a lot of stuff going on. The one thing we know is that card is definitely fuchsia. That's going to do huge numbers. Interesting decision. Somebody's off the Tatum bandwagon. The dude just tore his Achilles. He's already dunking a basketball. I don't know what's going on. I did read something. He had surgery on a torn Achilles faster than any human being in modern history. Apparently, when he tore his Achilles, he was in New York because they were getting their ass handed to him by the Knicks, inexplicably again. I lost my ass off on that. I thought the Celtics were going to roll their ass, and the Knicks, of course, said, no, thanks. We're going to kick your ass with or without Tatum. Tatum tears his Achilles. Apparently, he's on the surgery table because he did it in New York. Apparently, the world's foremost expert in Achilles repair that does all the NBA players is in New York, and he hears about it at the game. They get him on the surgery table. Normally, don't you have to wait for swelling to go down? Well, they didn't. They got him on the surgery table within 10 hours. He was being cut open and operated on. That is the craziest thing I've ever heard of. Literally, he's waking up the next morning. He has lost to the Knicks, torn his Achilles, and had it repaired, all in the same 14-hour period. Crazy. And a lot of people think it has something to do with how quickly he's recovering from it. And then Caitlin Clark. There's another Kobe Kaboom, another innovation Kaboom. I guess we're going to see, well, that's an 8.5. It's not a 10. So we'll see how that one does. Give me 47 8.5s instead of 110. Let's put it Put it that way. Jalen Williams, a lot of people think he's primed for a good season. I think he got like 30-something injections in his hand just to get through the playoffs. He didn't tell anybody. We didn't know about it. That's Spartan-type shit right there. He's got a big season coming here. 9.5 mixed gem gold prism. That's a gold. Is that a gold prism or gold wave? It looks like gold wave. I feel like that's a gold wave. Is it not? Maybe. I don't know. It says gold prism. Am I crazy? I thought that's a gold wave. Y'all tell me, maybe they need to redo this again. I'm not the ultra modern guy. Somebody look at that. That looks like gold wave to me, not true gold, but somebody else needs to look at that. Maybe Alt can correct that. Somebody in the comments, let me know. Is it gold wave? We'll pass it on to Alt. They'll get it fixed up. Natural Born Thrillers, Hierarchy City here, right? This card reeks of 90s nostalgia and hierarchy importance. The 1995 Natural Born Thrillers, MJ in a PSA 10. How about the net assets? Damn, guys. This is a crystal clear copy. You don't see very many of these. This is a card that Alt needs to promote. This card is going to crush. Damn, this card makes me not want to sell mine. This is the 1996 EX2000 net assets hierarchy card in to the extreme. It is not only die cut in the top left and right edges and across the top. The words are die cut at the top, but even the net holes above the basketball are die cut as well. This card is notorious for those white net strings turning brown, and I want to look real close. This one looks incredible. These net strings often turn orange or brown, and it still gets good grades when it does that, but this one looks vibrant in white. Pop 42, shout out to PJ Brown. This is a big card. We got a logo man, Dwayne Wade. We got more Jalen Williams. We got more Steph Curry. All right, that's it, guys. We're going to wrap it right there. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this alt review preview. Damn, we're at the 40-minute mark. I'm excited. Can you tell? It's Friday, October 17th. I secured a deal last night. I don't know if you guys have followed my channel, The Power of 23, but I secured a deal last night. It's out of this world. I am about to vomit on myself. I'm vomiting from excitement, but also from anxiety because I got to move a lot of money around to make this deal happen. Luckily, I get to pay in 2 installments over the next 2 weeks, but I took a huge, I took 4 huge steps forward in my 23 card Michael Jordan collection. Remember, I'm consolidating over 1,000 Michael Jordan cards into 23 cards. If you want to know more about it, go check out my video. I'll link it on here, The Power of 23. It's a fun little journey. I haven't even recorded a second episode to kind of document my progress, but I'm doing some crazy stuff, trying to consolidate my Michael Jordan collection to a more manageable number. I wanted to free up some cash to buy bigger Michael Jordan stuff, and last night my mission came to fruition, and I picked up in 48 hours, I picked up 5 tier 1 hierarchy Michael Jordan cards. Stay tuned to the channel. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the bell icon for notifications. You'll see videos on that. It's a really fun story, and I'm really excited. I could not sleep last night. I could not sleep this morning. It's 5-something here in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and I'm recording this, and I can't stop talking about it. I can't wait to share it with you guys. Thanks to everybody that's followed on the channel. Subscribers are up around 35,000. We're pushing to $40,000. Thank you everybody who's subscribed in the past. If you're new to the channel and this is the first time you're watching and you're still watching after 40 minutes, you must not hate me. Hit the subscribe button. It helps me with YouTube, helps me with my affiliate partners, which are Fanatics, Card Ladder, Alt, BCW Supplies, Acquire, and Ship My Cards. Those are my affiliate partners, and PSA, technically. Those are my affiliate partners, none others. All of those I incorporate into the way that I do collect. Please forgive. I got to try to pay bills. I want to do my job and promote those companies because I do believe in those companies. And so sometimes you will occasionally see ads that I have done for those companies throughout my videos. It's just part of the game. As I try to keep this channel free and subscription free, I'm trying not to put anything behind a paywall as long as humanly possible. I can't promise that's going to last forever, but part of these ads, just kind of these little 10, 15, 30-second ads, just be patient. If you don't like them, just skip them. But they do work, and the affiliate partners are solid. They are legit, and they are part of how I invest and collect in sports cards, and you should consider it as well. In fact, if you read in the YouTube description, sometimes there's promo codes that you can use to save you money and support the Cajun Cardboard channel by using some of these affiliate partners. Thank you guys for watching. Have an incredible October weekend. Hopefully the weather's good there. We can finally breathe down here in Louisiana. Louisiana. The humidity's down, so I can actually go outside and not come out soaking wet, right, from sweat from the humidity. We're good. It only lasts a couple months in Louisiana, and then, of course, it's going to be cold. Cold by Louisiana standards. You know what I mean. Thank you guys for watching. Keep collecting. Stay positive in the hobby, and peace.